For a little while now, I've had this little internal conflict with myself. I've been going through wondering if the boost is better for Sonic or if the adventure formula is better for Sonic. And to be totally honest, I'm always going to be partial to that adventure formula, but there's a lot about the boost that I really think resonates with Sonic the Hedgehog as a character, maybe a bit better than the adventure formula does in itself. And to be honest, I think that's what I really wanted to go into in today's video. See, I think the biggest problem is the sheer fact that Sonic the Hedgehog is a character who could really go either ways. You see, Sonic has always been a character about adventure, exploring, and, he's all about that kind of thing. And I feel like having him just boost through levels is not really exploring anything. Like, I know the levels in Sonic Unleashed, they are all so beautiful to look at, but you're going through them so fast that you almost don't even seem to care what the levels look like, just kind of to see how fast I can get to the end of it. And that's not really exploring, is it? It's just kind of dashing through it. That's kind of why I think that the adventure formula might be the ideal formula, but at the same time, I don't know if it does the best job at encapsulating how fast Sonic can be. And I think that's why the boost formula was invented. You see, you have to be able to go fast because this is Sonic, but at the same time, you have to explore. Where do you find that balance, Like, where do we actually draw the line and say this is how fast Sonic can go, where he can go really fast and explore at the same time? So, to be totally honest, I think I've talked a lot about the adventure formula and Sonic Adventure as a whole enough on this channel. I've done it in a lot of videos before, and those of which you should definitely go watch. But even still, I want to talk a bit about the Sonic the Hedgehog boost. I want to talk about the boost because I feel like it's a formula that doesn't really get a whole lot of love and appreciation of lately, because people just want the adventure formula back, or at least that's mostly what I've seen. Now, obviously, I've already stated that the adventure formula is my ideal and preferred formula for Sonic the Hedgehog, but I don't think the boost is all that bad either. I think there's definitely room for it, and I feel like should still be implemented in some form going forward for the Sonic the Hedgehog series. So without any further introduction, let's talk about the Sonic the Hedgehog boost. Now, the first appearance of the boost in the Sonic the Hedgehog series was in Sonic Heroes for the special stages, but I wouldn't really call that Sonic's boost because literally every character can do this, so is that really Sonic boost or is that just, whatever. But either way, the first actual appearance of the boost for Sonic the Hedgehog was in the game Sonic Rush. Sonic Rush opened up a new opportunity for Sonic to go fast. Initially, Sonic games were purely momentum based. Now, of course, there were the dash pads that can help you gain speed, but most of the time it was purely based off of skill and how well you can keep Sonic at the current speed he is, and perhaps go faster. The boost has become a mechanism that no longer cares about momentum. It only really cares about how many enemies you destroy, wisp you collect, or maybe even rings you collect. Now I'm going to kind of switch gears here because I actually did go further into talking about this in a previous video called The Problem with Recent Sonic Games. If you're interested in hearing more about momentum in Sonic games, definitely go watch that video. Anyway, when the boost was first presented in the game Sonic Rush, I would argue that there was actually a lot of good things done here that didn't really make the gameplay seem like it was losing any value. Of course, in this game you can easily just mindlessly boost through levels, but even still you wouldn't be obtaining the greatest speed you can possibly get. Like, there's a move where you can just roll down the hills while you're boosting and go even faster. I guess what I'm trying to say is that the boost required at least a little bit of skill. It wasn't just mindlessly spamming one button and hoping that you just boost to the end. The next game we see the boost make an appearance in is Sonic Rush Adventure, and to my knowledge it's kind of like the same thing, so we're just going to move on to Sonic Unleashed. Now, in all honesty, I think Sonic Unleashed has the best usage of the Sonic boost. Not only does it look aesthetically pleasing, but it also forces you to think faster than Sonic can move. I said this in videos before, but that is my favorite type of Sonic gameplay. If you mindlessly hold down the boost button in Sonic Unleashed, you're bound to fail. There's no questions asked. A lot of people have a problem with Sonic Unleashed because of the whole trial and error aspect of it, but I actually think that's where the game thrives, because if you were just able to complete these levels on the first go, it would make the game really quick-witted and not really all that fun. But seeing as though you actually have a challenge presented towards you, that's what makes it all the more captivating. Now, that said, I like the boost for Sonic Unleashed for the Xbox 360 and PS3 version, but when it comes to the Wii and PlayStation 2, the boost is terrible in my opinion. Having to repeatedly shake the Wii Remote over and over again to hopefully just continue to get a boost is really annoying. And then of course, Sonic will just stop your boost even though you still have a lot left in the boost gauge, just for some reason. I don't know why the boost works this way, but it's not fun in the slightest. Alright, but with that said and done, I want to talk about the next Sonic game in the lineup, that is Sonic Colors. The boost in this game is also pretty much the same thing as we've seen before, especially the DS version being very similar to Sonic Rush. There's nothing crazy to write home about the way it functions and how it works. However, I do want to note one thing, and that thing I'm not really a huge fan of, is the sheer fact that Sonic gains a boost off of getting the Boost Wisp. Now, in games past, this has kind of been like a thing where Sonic can just get the boost based off of destroying enemies or getting rings. But in this game, the Wisp has become like a primary method of getting the boost, and I feel like that kind of deteriorates how Sonic is supposed to be. I like being able to see how fast Sonic is on his own. Like, the boost should be an inherited ability that he already has, not one that is gained by something else. As far as visuals go though, I mean, their like flashing color thing for the boost is cool, but I think I prefer Sonic Unleashed boost just probably a tad more. The blue boost just feels so much more Sonic-like to me, rather than a bunch of colors just flashing on the screen. They're both cool, but still. The next game on this list is Sonic Generations, which I believe is my second favorite Sonic boosting game. While I do believe that Generations boost is much more refined than Sonic Unleashed, I do have to say that I think I enjoy Unleashed levels a bit more than Generations. As you've probably heard time and time again, Unleashed is all about trial and error, and I think that's why the boost is so good in that game, because you have to actually be cautious with it. In Generations, I don't really have that kind of feel, and I feel like that's why I think I prefer Sonic Unleashed over Sonic Generations. That said though, there's really not a lot to write home about here because this boost doesn't really differ that much from what we've already seen done before. There is one level though where you're racing Shadow the Hedgehog, and I think that's really cool because you actually see that Shadow also has a boost. So this is like the first time we actually see any other character other than Sonic getting a boost in this series. This isn't the last time we see that Shadow has a boost though, because we also see it happen again in the game Sonic Forces. I try to make a point not to talk about Sonic Forces too much on this channel, but if we're talking about boost games, this has to be addressed. Visually, I would say that the boost looks a bit like Sonic Unleashed, but not too much. Like, it's got its own little unique thing going on here, but not quite Sonic Unleashed. Like all the other ones, I think this boost looks pretty good. I would actually even say that this one's better than the Sonic Colors one, which is not really my favorite. That said though, the way this boost functions is probably the worst by far. In this game, you literally could do a lot of just holding down the boost and just expecting to get to the end of the level as fast as possible. There really isn't a whole lot of thinking that goes on here. Like, in Sonic Unleashed, you're punished for going too fast at sometimes. In this game, you're not really punished at all. The last thing that I really want to mention about Sonic Forces is the fact that Shadow the Hedgehog has a boost like I addressed earlier. And his boost is actually a bit different than Generations because he's not skating like he normally does. When Shadow boosts in this game, he is hovering above the ground. Personally, I feel like I would have preferred more skating, like a faster version of his skating animation, but I'm not totally opposed to this idea. That said though, Sonic and Shadow are the only two characters we know that are completely confirmed to have a boost in this game. Also, Classic Sonic and the Custom Hero if you count them for the triple boost at the end of Sonic Forces. I also would like to mention that Silver and Infinite may also have a boost as well, because during one of the earlier fights of the game in Sonic Forces, we see that Silver and Infinite are fighting, but while they are fighting, they're boosting around in the air extremely fast. This could be their very own renditions of Sonic's boost, as we've seen done before with Blaze the Cat, as she has the Fire boost. So it's basically their own thing, but it hasn't been outwardly stated or confirmed that this is a boost. But anyway, those are all of the games worth mentioning when talking about the boost in the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. Now I guess the next step in this video would be discussing if the boost should be used going further or if it should be retired. And to be honest, I'm not really sure what direction they should go in. However, I do think that the boost really does a great job of encapsulating how fast Sonic should be. Obviously, we know that Sonic the Hedgehog is a very fast character, so his game should be able to convey that point. That said though, we know that Sonic the Hedgehog is a character who likes to explore and adventure, so I feel like the best thing to do is to find somewhat of a good balance between adventure and speed. There's been some discussion going around talking about how the next Sonic game, Sonic Frontiers, will be a combination of both boosting and an adventure type of formula. Personally, I believe if done correctly, this could be the best formula for Sonic the Hedgehog. Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. But now I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the boost in the Sonic series? What's your favorite formula? Let me know in the comment section down below. I gotta be honest with you, it can be really easy to be dismissive of the boost formula after games like Sonic Forces. However, the boost has still had so many great moments, and if you like Forces, then this is still a great moment for you too. But as always, those are just my thoughts. And I feel like we should probably move on to thank my amazing, excellent, brilliant channel members. As always, thank you all so much for supporting me to create the best possible content I can create. You guys are truly the best motivators. Every day I wake up praising the Lord for amazing people like you guys, so it really goes a super long way. Anyway, if you want to become a member of my channel, there will be more information in the link in the description down below. That being said though, thank you all so much for watching. This is Sonic signing out. Have a super blessed day, y'all.
Why are you playing that trash?